Hello everyone, welcome back to Learning English with Smith and Isabel. I'm your host, Smith, and I'm here with my fantastic co-host, Isabel. How's it going, Isabel?
Hey, Smith. I'm doing great, thanks. Hi to all our amazing listeners. Today we're diving into another super important topic, agreeing and disagreeing.
Oh, this is a good one. We all agree and disagree in conversations every single day. But here's the thing. There are so many different ways to do it. And depending on the situation, some ways are more polite than others.
Exactly. Whether you're casually agreeing with a friend, politely disagreeing in a meeting, or debating a fun topic, knowing the right phrases makes a big difference.
So true. By the end of this episode, you'll have a bunch of useful phrases to express agreement and disagreement naturally. So, Isabel, let's start with agreeing. What are some common ways to agree with someone?
Well, the most basic one is simply saying, I agree. But in casual conversations, you'll hear things like, absolutely, that's so true, or exactly. These are great for showing strong agreement.
Love those. And what about when we agree, but only partially?
Good question. In that case, you might say, I see your point, but, or I agree to some extent. This shows that you understand the other person's view, but have a different perspective.
Nice. And what if we want to agree enthusiastically?
Oh, then you'd say something like, totally, couldn't agree more, or you're absolutely right. These make your agreement sound really strong and natural.
Those are great. Now, let's talk about disagreeing. What are some polite ways to disagree?
When you want to disagree politely, you can say, I see what you mean, but I think, or I respect your opinion, but I have a different view. These soften your disagreement and keep the conversation respectful.
That's so useful, especially in formal settings. But what if we're in a casual conversation with friends?
In casual chats, people often say things like, I'm not so sure about that, or I don't really think so. These are more relaxed and friendly.
Got it. And what if we strongly disagree with something?
Well, you can say, I completely disagree, or I don't see it that way at all. Just be careful with your tone. Strong disagreements can sound rude if you're not careful.
Great point. Tone is everything. Okay, let's do some quick role plays so our listeners can hear these phrases in action. Ready, Isabel?
Absolutely. Let's start with a casual agreement. I'll say a statement and you agree. I think summer is the best season.
Totally. I love the warm weather and long days.
Nice. Now let's try a polite disagreement. I'll say something and you disagree politely. I think coffee is better than tea.
I see what you mean, but I personally prefer tea. It's more relaxing for me.
Perfect. That sounds really natural. Now let's try a stronger disagreement. I don't think exercise is important.
I completely disagree. Exercise is so important for staying healthy and feeling good.
Great job. Listeners, notice how we changed our tone depending on how strongly we agreed or disagreed? That's key in making your conversations sound natural.
Exactly. Now, it's your turn to practice. Try using at least 3 of these phrases in real conversations this week. Let us know how it goes in the comments.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.
See you next time, and happy learning. Bye for now.
Bye.